And we're here at Drilling Systems, and joining me now, of course, is Ian Hudson. He is the Chief Executive Officer of Drilling Systems. And Ian, you've just launched this fabulous new high-tech kit, so to speak, on the rig. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, so on the rig, it's a completely new and unique concept. It's taking all of the simulation technologies that the company's known for and actually taking it to the work site where people are working every day.
That sounds pretty straightforward and simple to me. Everybody talks about, the need to learn and to look at machines like this that are actually going to help them, because also partly the speed that people have to learn. Not everybody can spend that time on the rig. So how important is it, and what's the background and the depth of knowledge that this can give an engineer before they go out?
So the unique thing, this is competency-based. So the competency is about creating real depth of understanding and knowledge for people to perform their jobs technically and non-technically. So we've designed this system around providing drilling personnel and lifting personnel the core competencies that they need to perform safe, reliable operations, offshore, onshore, land rigs. And that concept is really based upon giving the customers what they need. And as you said, the speed at which people need to learn these days, the driller today with 4 years might have been a driller of 10 years before. So people need to learn in different ways. So gamification and taking technology to people in a different way. And that's really what we thought on the rig needed to be, was differentiating, but also kind of fun and engaging. The reality also is you've got people using it in their off time. So you've done a 12-hour shift. Do you want to go and spend another hour brushing up on your skills or working on a development plan? So we also wanted to make it engaging enough that you wanted to go and use it. So, we're pleased to report that since we've launched it here and we're getting real feedback on it, people see the engagement element of it and they say, well, do the crews like it? The feedback that we've had in the testing is people want to go and use it. I mean, for us, that's the acid test. If the end users on the rig want to go and spend an extra 10 minutes a day working on themselves, then we've cracked it.
Absolutely, and when you look at a system like this too, of course, one of the key things the industry is going to be looking at too is safety. I mean, here's an area where you can actually put them in an almost real situation. How important is that? And again, is that very much part of the learning and one of your concerns?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think simulation is perfect for creating years of scenarios in safety. And that's exactly what simulation is all about, whether it's aviation or whether it's production process here, offshore drilling. It's being able to give people a sense of they can try, make mistakes, understand what those mistakes are, rectify them, recognize the behaviors. So from an operational integrity point of view, it's understanding the mechanics of what a well does and seeing the tell signals and knowing how to react quickly and doing it in safety and actually encouraging people to fail and understand how they failed. So simulation is perfect for allowing people to fail safely.
Now you have a good focus yourself and a good experience in this area too. When you look at the way perhaps you learned, how important is it that this is the shift now? Because we're also looking at a very digital-friendly workforce, a digital-friendly workforce that's coming out of the universities and even before. So something like this, I would imagine, really appeals to them. How different is it than the way things used to be?
Yeah, I think people were used to learning on the job. So you'd spend a year in this role and a year in this role and a year in this role. And you'd appreciate knowledge over time. And I think now people want to access that knowledge in different ways. Virtually, they want to go on and learn at home. They want to learn at their own pace. As you said, the sort of traditional training center model still exists for certain reasons, but allowing people to learn in different ways, because everybody learns in different ways. So I think what we're trying to do is provide delivery mechanisms to take competency and learning to people in different ways. And this is just another way of doing that. And doing it, I think, where people are in their best mindset is at work. When you have your coveralls on and you're on the rig and you're at work, you feel like you're at work. And we think the content sticks more when you're at work. It's not that the training center learning doesn't stay, but it's a different mindset because you're off the rig or you're away from the work site in a training course. So we think that philosophy of doing it at the rig when you're switched on is also important.
Now, when I've seen you're rather busy here and a lot of people have been coming and going, what are they asking for? What are they looking at? Because I'm sure many of the key players in the drilling sector and in production have been looking at systems somewhat like this. So what can you actually tell them in terms of something unique about this? And again, what are they asking for?
So actually, some of the unique things they're looking for is actually what's the commercial model? How does this work? So we're actually creating a model that goes with the operation. It's an operating lease model. So you use it when you need it and it follows the contract of the rig, for example, and rather than buying a capital piece of equipment and then trying to find a way to value that over time. So that's one of the first things we're doing is putting a new commercial model behind it. I think the other piece is flexibility. So I want a generic model. I want something that just gets me going, whereas some customers say, well, I want it to look like my rig. So that's exactly the beauty of the system, is it can be your rig, your control system, your crane, and it does everything that your actual installation does, or you can have it generic. So again, it's that flexibility of choice of how you want to deploy it and where you want to do it. Can we put it in an office? Of course you can put it in an office. It's designed to be mobile. We designed it ground up to take it wherever you need to take it. So if you need to put it in a truck and drive it into a desert workover rig operation, or it stays on a drill ship for 3 years, or it goes in an office to train new hires, it's ultimate flexibility. And that's what people, I think, want these days.
So if I had a big contract coming up and I had specifics that I needed and I wanted my specific drill, and you were to model that, you could actually deliver that for me, could you?
Absolutely. That's one of the things we're known for, is we create your environment in 3D and then we deploy that through a range of different simulator vehicles. So we've actually done around 36 different rig types over the years, so there's nothing really that we wouldn't be able to model and manage. And as new rigs come through, we create those new models and we create accessibility to that. So as technology moves, we can move with it.
Now Tommy, busy time here at ADIPEC 2017. A lot of people coming around here looking for what's going on, a bit of strength coming back in the oil market, so hopefully a bit more investment, more budgets around. How are you enjoying this session, the 2017 ADIPEC?
I think this year's been great. The traffic has been phenomenal at the stand. We came here last year, we had a slightly smaller footprint. We felt the quality of people that come here was worth doing more. So we've added more, we brought more to the stand, and as a consequence we've been able to engage existing customers and also invite other people to come through. So we're really pleased with the exposure we're getting. That's why we wanted to launch here. We felt like it was a place to do it. The Middle East is a significant part of our business, and we have a plethora of customers here, national oil companies, international drilling contractors, local drilling contractors, service companies. So there's a big base of our operations are here. So it felt like the right place to bring something new to the market and share it with everybody.